Second date update.
A lot of people say dating in the workplace is a big no-no.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
But then more people get married in the workplace than ever. So it's weird.
Brooke learned that the really, really hard way.
Uh-oh.
But what if you're dating in your live space?
Like with your roommate?
No, I'm not saying your roommate. I'm saying like in the same building as where you live.
I think that's fine.
If that goes wrong, it's not going to be awkward, right?
Well,
Well,
I think it's all
computers down.
fine,
Well-
so I don't know if I'm the one to ask.
Brooke's
That's
like,
true.
hump everyone.
I mean, that's the situation that our new friend Brian is in. And I
Okay.
want to get all the deets on it. Brian, what's up, man? Can I call you Dirty B?
What?
Nah, yeah, sure.
All right.
Wait, you agreed to that,
Like,
Brian.
Brooke's just jealous because you took her nickname.
All right, Dirty B, tell us about the girl that you met. What's her name?
Her name's Stephanie.
Okay.
Okay.
And what
Ooh,
floor
dirty
does she
ass.
live on?
She lives on the ground floor.
Oh,
okay. She's a
naughty.
budget girl. I see.
Lives dangerously.
Yeah.
Facing the alley.
Well, I would know the budget because you see, I'm the resident manager of the building.
Oh, bro, this just made it extra
Yeah,
weird.
that's different than just living in the same building. I don't
Wow,
know.
that's a lot of power that you have.
Yeah, you control stuff.
Dude, you can get keys to your
Yeah.
apartment and just go in.
Why
Brooke,
would your
don't get
head
it.
go there?
Creepy idea.
That sounds like something I think of first before you.
That's not how you met Stephanie, right?
Like he was in her place.
Just waiting in her
She
living
got
room?
home from work.
Oh man, this is gonna go south quick then.
Oh, sorry. We're all piling
You
on.
are Dirty B. Sorry, go ahead. Tell us about how you and Stephanie met.
Well, we met because she's a new tenant.
Right.
I'm the one who showed her the unit. I'm the one who filled out her lease.
And did you
You're
did
like
you
the
have
manager,
yeah,
man.
did you have a crush on her as soon as you saw her?
Oh, I don't know if I want to admit this.
So that's
So,
a yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Before she even came in, sometimes when tenants, I'll pre-screen them. And every once in a while, I'll look up their name because they'll be like,
Okay.
they'll pre-qualify over online. I did see her on social media, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
oh, look at this.
You're
so you
saying
thought she was hot, and you're like pre-qualified.
it's basically every once in a while when there's a tenant whose name is female and is in this right age range.
It's a
Yeah.
background check.
Got
A
it.
very, very detailed,
Yeah.
deep dive on a background
You
check.
want to make sure that there's a real person coming in, and that
Okay. All
they're
right.
not lying about who they are and their position and stuff. A lot of people do it.
Or her last status is like, I burned my old apartment down. Got to look for a new one.
So what was your read on Stephanie?
So, I mean, she looked very presentable. So we went through the process. She wanted to get the place. I said, great. And then I was kind of crushing on her a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I noticed on her application where she works, because she
Right.
has a couple different jobs, but one of them is this yoga place. So I
Oh, yeah.
might have, I might have shown up at the yoga place.
Okay.
I'm with you.
Hey.
Still with you, man.
Yeah.
Are
If you
you?
know what you want, you got to go out and get it. I think
Yeah.
Ursula the Sea Witch said that. So keep going.
You're not doing anything illegal here. Just want to say you can
Wait,
legally go to
okay.
a yoga studio.
How long has Stephanie lived in the building at this point?
This is probably 2 weeks in.
Oh, really quick that you're moving things forward. Okay.
Well, I'm just going to a yoga place. So,
What was her reaction when she saw you in her yoga studio?
well, she actually didn't really recognize me. She was looking at me, but she wasn't immediately like, "Oh my God, Brian." So
Why would she, bro?
I feel like you want to avoid your landlord at all costs.
No, actually, I didn't think of that, Alexis. It may be the opposite, where she's like, "Oh my God, my landlord's here."
I don't know. You only met him once for the walkthrough, basically, of the place and handing the keys
Well,
over.
that was the reaction Brian was hoping to get,
Right.
clearly.
True.
So,
and I'm not a bad-looking guy, so it's not like I'm some weird living in the basement kind of landlord.
You're in there shirtless with yoga pants on, like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I didn't expect to see you here."
yeah.
So I'm there, and I haven't really done this yoga before. I mean, I was shocked how hard it was to hold certain poses, or even to get into them. So I'm sweating, I'm shaking.
Yeah.
And obviously she sees me, and then she recognizes me. She's like, "Wait, aren't you in the?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
She recognized you when you were in the pretzel position, but not when you were standing up.
Right. So I felt kind of stupid about, obviously, not being a successful practitioner, but
Practitioner.
she ended up walking with me back.
Oh, that's good.
And on the way back, I asked her if she wanted to get a bite, if she was hungry.
Okay, so you made the transition to asking her out on a date.
I sure did.
And
Hey,
She said yes. So
She said yes.
we went. Yeah, so we went to dinner.
good.
I felt like it was a fun date. We didn't really talk about anything too deep. We didn't get into any subjects that were stimulating and unique. We just kind of generally spoke.
can I ask what type of food did you go grab with her?
Are you worried he's inexperienced with that too?
Yeah.
No, it needs to be hot girl food, like sushi or something.
We had seafood. We went to a really nice seafood place.
Okay.
Okay, that's classy.
Yeah, it is classy. And you're saying that you guys didn't get into deep conversation, but I think that that's okay on a first date. Like, what was the vibe by the end of the night?
You know, I felt like we were getting along. We definitely laughed. We were joking about a few different things.
Nice.
And I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to end. So we were walking back. Obviously, we're going to the same place.
Right. I mean, it's so easy to, like,
I forgot about
come over
that.
to my place.
Is
I
this
mean,
where you pulled out the
Yeah.
keys to her apartment and let yourself in?
Let me let you into your place.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if maybe there was going to be like a kiss or something, but
Mhm.
she pretty quickly was like, "Thank you so much for the night." And
Okay.
then boom, the doors closed, curtains of the window are shut.
That's so fun.
Oh.
That's fine. You don't have
She's
to.
on the ground floor. You always got to shut your curtains
Yeah,
when you're
that's
down
true.
there.
Did
And
you
if you
walk
live alone,
around
yeah.
and look through her windows to check?
She did the deadbolt. She started nailing the door shut. That doesn't sound like the best ending to the night.
But again, it's okay to not kiss on
Right.
the first
Yeah.
date.
I'm
mean,
actually with Jose on this one.
It doesn't
And
always happen.
maybe she was nervous.
She could have been intimidated. Who knows? Yeah.
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 That sounds
By the
like what it
landlord.
is.
Yeah.
We'll confirm that when we reach out to her and get your second date update right after this.
Second date update.
We're on the phone with Brian, the property manager with restraint.
What?
Soon to turn into a restraining order, possibly. But
Oh my God, that is going so hard on
for
him.
now, he's using restraint and not using the company keys to enter his date's apartment.
Yeah, because that is
Good.
highly illegal.
Very illegal.
I'm
mean-
giving him a bad time.
You are,
We all
you
are.
are.
And
We were.
Brian has
Go
been
on into her apartment, bro.
Yeah.
he's been a really, really good sport, even though we've been
Yes.
joking around with him.
Yeah,
He
man.
did ask out one of his tenants, though. And they
New
went
tenants.
out to a nice seafood place,
Uh-huh.
had a great time. But the end of the night was kind of brief.
Yeah.
She just said, thank you for dinner, and shut the door to her apartment pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much the end of it. Now he's looking to us for answers.
By the way, can we just ask real quick? Have you not run into her in the building at all since your
yeah.
date?
Well, I saw her leaving once, but I don't think she saw me.
With your binoculars, you respond?
Yeah. He's like, I was in a bush.
She was climbing out down through the window.
Stop it.
I'm
She doesn't
just
use her
kidding,
front door
man.
anymore after that date.
Yeah, dude.
Jokes,
Don't worry,
man.
we will talk you up to her.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we're about to call her, but I am not going to mention, and I don't think anyone in this room should mention that Brian found out where she worked from the application.
No.
Because that is not
God,
going to come
no.
off well.
Thank
No.
you. Yeah, yeah.
Even though it was a background check, it definitely looks really bad.
I mean,
right.
honestly, if you want to keep up that lie, you need to keep going to yoga, which would probably be good for you. It sounds like
wow.
your hips are very tight.
Kind of a win-win.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how loose are your hips?
I'd give it a nice 7.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh,
Prove you wrong, Brooke.
Pretty good.
All right.
right.
Some loose hips.
You need to keep in that yoga class then.
Let's try and get you a date. All right, here we go. I'm going to call her right now.
Hello.
Hi, is this Stephanie?
Yes.
Hey, Stephanie, we heard you teach a yoga class, and we're very tight-hipped people over here. We're hoping that we could be stretched out a little bit.
This is where we're starting.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
Yeah. We were recommended to you by someone who's taken your class before named Brian.
Sorry. Are you guys trying to call the studio?
No.
No, we were given your direct line from Brian because we're trying not just to sign up for yoga class, but also trying to figure out if we could get you back on another date with him.
Yeah. We didn't mention we're a radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the
Oh,
morning.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that might come off a little weird. So
Yeah.
Brian reached out to us because he told us a little bit about the day that you two hung out.
And the lovely seafood dinner that you went to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm curious as to what all you heard.
Pretty simple
To give
stuff,
you,
honestly.
to give you a snapshot of it is that he ended up meeting you and taking your yoga class. Mm-hmm. Then you parlayed that into a seafood dinner.
Date,
and then after that, he walked you home.
he said conversation was light. People were laughing.
Well, he was laughing.
Oh.
Okay.
He's a funny guy.
You weren't laughing?
Not really. I
Oh.
mean, I guess we have different sense of humor.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you find him unfunny?
Yeah, kind of.
Ah,
Well,
that's not
Yeah.
good.
can you tell us what happened?
Well, he took my yoga class,
Uh-huh.
and it took me a minute to notice it was him. And I felt really bad for him because he was really struggling, But I gave him some kudos for making it through the whole class.
Yeah, just even showing up, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then he asked me out to dinner and told me that he knew about this really nice seafood restaurant and was hyping me up and
That's
invited
nice.
me out. Yeah, and I was excited. All right, so we get to the seafood restaurant and it's a Red Lobster.
Oh.
Hey, my
fancy.
grandpa still thinks those are really, really nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like you were unimpressed.
I mean, he kept talking about the best seafood. He did all this research online, and they get all this everything's fresh every day. And
Well, but I mean, come on. He tried, and that's his opinion of something nice. Maybe he's not a guy who is a real foodie, right?
Yeah, in his defense, it was fresh when they caught it, and then they freeze it, and they mail it
You
around
gotta
the
ask the
country.
name of the restaurant before you go on a date. Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
good tip.
I guess.
But you mentioned, though, that he was laughing during the date and you weren't. What was
Yeah.
that about?
So at one point, I asked him if it was just coincidence that he showed up to my yoga class.
Oh, you
Oh.
asked him.
What do you say?
I did. He got really weird, and he started playing with his lobster and putting it in yoga positions, going, "Look, a downward lobster."
You didn't laugh at
That's
that?
awesome.
That's pretty funny.
Come on.
Just the visual.
Not when I'm asking him a serious question, and he's diverting it by trying to be funny.
Maybe with the bib on, it comes off a little childish.
Yeah.
A crayfish and a sun salutation. Not funny.
I mean, okay. I mean, he tried to make a funny joke and it didn't land.
Oh my god.
Is that really not worth giving him another chance?
Still making me laugh.
I know.
Prawns and mountain
Yeah.
pose.
Boy,
Come on.
these shrimp have bad backs.
no.
All of them are bent over. Right? Am I right?
And if that wasn't bad enough, something else happened.
Oh, what happened?
Okay. I've heard enough. I think.
Oh,
I guess
hey,
you better
friend.
tell her.
Darn it.
Hi, Brian.
Sorry.
Great.
Yeah,
Hi.
Stephanie,
Great.
Brian has been actually listening on the other line this whole time.
That's great.
He's supposed to wait, but
That's awesome.
Sorry.
yeah, he's there.
I think he needed to hear it, Stephanie.
I want to hear the rest of the story.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yeah. What else
I
happened?
don't need to hear the rest of the story. I think I'm good. I think I got the gist of it.
Oh. Do you know
Why?
what she's going to say? I would be so...
Yeah, of course he doesn't want to hear the rest of it because he probably doesn't want me to say it on the radio.
Why?
What'd you do, bro?
Did he do something inappropriate?
I didn't do anything inappropriate. Okay.
Dude, he stuck me with the bill.
Oh.
Like stuck the bill to your body or made you
No,
pay?
I paid for dinner.
Brian,
Oh.
you're the
That's
one that
rude.
asked her out. You're the one that picked the spot.
Yeah.
Okay, my question is, what's wrong with that?
What?
Yeah.
He invited me out.
Yeah.
Look, I get compensation for certain things, discounted rent, et cetera. But, I know how much Stephanie makes from her application.
What?
Well, no, but hear me out. I know it sounds bad, but she has a bunch of side hustles. She has main income.
What
I know
does
that she
that
has
have
a huge
anything
savings
to
account.
do with anything? That's really creepy that you know that I make more than you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's creepy. He saw it on your
It
application
doesn't
to
matter.
live there. Well,
That's
That
why.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's weird.
That doesn't matter. So then that confirms that he didn't just randomly step into my yoga class.
Can't help you there.
Yeah, putting the pieces together.
Brian, any comment on that?
Look, I was.
No, there's nothing to look at. You're ratchet.
Oh,
Oh, he's a handy with a ratchet, I
No,
bet.
that's not what that means, Jeff.
Oh.
You just don't know
I don't
lingo.
think she still used it right though. I still don't think
No, it's
that
not,
was
but-
right.
I was going to pay. I actually had a coupon 4 Red Lobster that I had with me that I did not pull out because I was like, oh, that's going to look cheap.
Here's the thing,
happened.
Brian. If you can't afford Red Lobster, fine. Just pick another date. Like
I can afford Red Lobster. I just figured that she has the means. I mean, I already paid for like the yoga class, which
That's expensive.
I imagine went directly to her. So
yeah, that's
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's a good point. He technically did pay you directly.
That is not how instruction
Come
works,
on.
okay? There's a building, there's a studio you have to pay
She
for,
makes a
there's
fraction of what?
Brooke,
insurance.
Jose, Alexis, and I are all on the same page
Wait,
here.
no,
You're
I
the
don't
one
think
who's
so.
on the outlier against Brian for some reason.
I don't understand
Devoted
it.
and caring listener.
Thank you, Alexis.
when everything's said and done, I think I paid almost $60 for everything because there was like a rental thing. I had water. I had a protein drink at the
A mat.
yoga
You
place.
had to rent the mat, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, if
Yeah.
anything,
Oh my God, dude.
you overcharged him,
Yeah.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
okay.
helping.
Now, before I offer to send you guys out on another date, would you mind paying Brian back first for the overpriced yoga class?
You have
Nope.
the money. Come on.
Stephanie,
Nah.
we're kidding.
Well, then let's just offer to send you guys out on a date then.
Oh, and we'll pay for it.
Yes.
No, I'm good.
Oh.
I'm done.
Oh, we didn't even get the chance to let Brian throw down a coupon. But Brian, I'm sorry, man. It sounds like we can't get you another date here. But at the very least, would you mind sending us a video of you putting that lobster into downward lobster?
I
in the
can't
yoga
stop thinking
pose?
about it.
I know, it sounds really funny. We could put it up on our page.
Little claws.
I mean, I'll send you guys a new video, I guess, but
Yeah, he can't afford lobster right
Yeah,
now.
I'll go back on payday.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
I know we're supposed to talk at this point about the date and the people on it, but maybe this time we should take a second and critique ourselves.
Were we too mean?
I mean, we're trying to have fun and be entertaining and joke around with our callers. I mean,
Yeah.
that's our job, but maybe is it coming off as like a roast?
Well,
I mean, it's when we all are on the same side.
Did he
on.
not deserve it?
he took in a
Maybe.
red lobster and made her pay. Like, come on, Jeff.
Yeah.
I just think overall we need to go a little gentler, a little softer.
I was with
So-
you at
These
the
are
beginning.
our-
I'm kind of going against you now.
Look,
Yeah.
these are our listeners. If you're listening right now, you want a second date, you know we joke around like this. Expect there to be jokes.
But you also have to have a critical stance of what you're doing wrong here. And those are clearly things he was doing wrong.
That's absolutely all true, 100%.
Yeah.
But I do think I want to be able to go a little softer. So stick around to hear Jeff go soft, and we're going to put that up on the website. Just make sure you listen to that. If you
No
want to
one
hear,
is asking
Yeah.
for that.
Look
No
at his
one.
band,
we're going to get
coincidentally.
record numbers on our site
I don't
now.
think so.
If you want to hear any of our second dates, make sure you head over to your favorite podcast hub and find us at Brooke and Jeffrey.
Just don't go to jeffgosoft.com.
Stop it, both of you.
Time.
Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.